Hello everyone, and welcome back to Jikook Magic, the place where we trace the unseen footprints of the most enigmatic relationship in the K-pop world, Jimin and Jungkook. This week, it's not just the handprints that shook our hearts, but also the voices emerging from behind the scenes. Voices of tears. Voices of confession. Voices from those who once denied, but are now beginning to crumble under the weight of undeniable reality. Is this just fan service? Or is there truly a love story slowly rising to the surface? There aren't many places in this world that hold emotional imprints as deeply as the Yeoncheon Sports Complex. It's there where two handprints now mark a special area that has become something of an emotional pilgrimage site for armies. A yellow left hand for Park Jimin, warm, bright, and gentle. A purple right hand for Jeon Jungkook, deep, loving, and unwavering. This isn't just decorative art. It's a symbol of two parallel journeys, two souls who completed their military service side by side, and two names that can't be said without the other. A small gesture, yet it stirred the hearts of so many. Some came just to see it, some kissed the prince while whispering prayers, and others stood in silence, as if speaking to the ones they love through their hearts. In that place, time seemed to stop. We don't see two K-pop idols. We see two people who've been through so much together and still protect one another. But not every heart is ready to accept the truth. Recently, the internet was once again shaken by a leaked recording. Two neighbors emotionally discussing the viral airport moment when Jimin and Jungkook were seen together again, for the first time since completing their service. Their voices were laced with pain. One of them, voice trembling and tearful, said, "Please stop, you're only hurting yourself. We know they're not a couple." But the other cried harder. "Oh God, this hurts so much, why does it have to be like this?" They weren't just ordinary fans. They were die-hard Taekook shippers, those who believed Kim Taeyoung and Jungkook were the true couple. They refused to accept the signals in Jimin and Jungkook's interactions. They called it fan service, company script, even a collective illusion. But not all illusions can withstand a reality that keeps quietly revealing itself, bit by bit, in ways that are impossible to ignore. On TikTok, many tried to hold on. They claimed Taeyoung and Jungkook broke up in 2023 because of Park Bogum. That Tae tried to come back, but Jungkook had changed, becoming stronger, more assertive, and no longer easy to forgive. Then they said Tae was now in Paris, distancing himself from everything. That narrative may comfort some people. But is it the truth? What we see now is Jungkook who no longer turns his face away when Jimin comes close. Jungkook who no longer hides his smile when Jimin touches him. Jungkook who stands confidently next to Jimin, as if his body instinctively knows that's where he belongs. One major media outlet even published their airport photo with a bold headline, "Jikook's happy couple reunited." But not long after, the title was edited to, "Beloved BTS members Jimin and Jungkook." Was it due to pressure? Perhaps. But changing a headline doesn't erase the impression. It doesn't erase the softness in Jungkook's eyes when he looks at Jimin. It doesn't erase the way Jimin instinctively touches Jungkook's arm when they walk side by side. Reality cannot be rewritten just because some people aren't ready to accept it. In Hobi's recent concert video release, there was a moment that left many speechless. As usual, Jimin was full of energy, reaching out to fans. He stepped down from the stage to get closer to the barrier. But what made that moment unforgettable was how Jungkook instantly stood behind Jimin, alert, ready, as if anticipating the slightest risk of Jimin losing balance. That's the reflex of a protector. No words, no commands. Jungkook's body knew. His heart knew. It has now been 1 month since both of them completed their military service. In their joint statement, Jimin and Jungkook spoke about 10 stories for 10 lives. That phrase left fans wondering, does that mean they'll share their story through music, film, documentary, or simply through moments quietly caught on camera? What's certain is, although they haven't appeared live together since their discharge, many believe they are enjoying life, not as idols on stage, but as two people rediscovering how to laugh together without pressure. Yet, as their closeness becomes more and more visible, we, as fans, carry emotional responsibility. Because if one day, It turns out Jikook isn't what we imagined. We must learn not to deny, not to attack, and not to cry in anger. We must accept, because true love should never hurt. It should never lead us to hate others just to defend our own narrative. And if that love is real, if Jikook truly love each other, then the best way we, as fans, can express our love is with unconditional support. They may now be living in their own little world. A world unseen by cameras, unshared on social media, and unreadable by theory accounts on TikTok or X, Twitter. Maybe they're watching a favorite movie at home. Maybe they're walking quietly down a small path at night. Maybe they're just sitting silently, fingers intertwined, exchanging warmth in the quiet. And we, as fans, can only guess from the fragments they allow us to see. The handprints in Yeoncheon will fade over time. The yellow and purple might dull if not preserved. But the meaning behind them will remain. It will live on in the hearts of everyone who believes that behind the fame, cameras, and dazzling lights, there are two hearts that may have been connected long before the world took notice. Jikook isn't just a ship name, not just a viral topic. They're a symbol of closeness, protection, and sincerity that blossomed slowly amidst the storm of popularity. And whatever their story's ending might be, they've already given us so much to remember. They once said, "We don't know where life will take us, but as long as we're together, we're not afraid." We may not know everything that's happening, but as long as they continue to smile beside each other, hope will stay alive. In our hearts, in every song they sing, and in every little moment we continue to cherish. Because in the end, it's not about who's right or wrong. It's about the courage to love, in silence, in prayer, and in the kind of sincerity that never asks to be announced. And that is the strongest kind of love. In the end, it's not about winning or losing. It's not about whose theory is most accurate or who screams the loudest. It's about two hearts that may have quietly chosen each other in a silence that never needed to be declared. Jikook isn't just a viral tale. They are a reminder that real love grows in quiet places, behind the spotlight, and can only be felt by those who truly see with their hearts. If you believe that love doesn't need to be announced to be celebrated, then you're in the right place. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell, because there are still many untold stories. And remember, sometimes one handhold is enough to change the entire world. See you in the next video, only on Jikook Magic.